Today on SVG News, Cyberpunk 2077 has been on life support since its rocky launch, and Sony just pulled the plug. But first, Assassin's Creed Valhalla players have one Valhalla of a problem with the game's new XP boosters.
No pun intended.
You clearly intended that pun.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla has been out for just over a month, and in that time it has garnered solid reviews from critics and surpassed Ubisoft's expectations for a massive launch day. While players have been enjoying diving into the game's story and discovering its many secrets, it seems that Ubisoft thinks some people may want to level up a bit faster. To that end, the company has released XP boosters for the game, reigniting a controversy that was present when the last game in the series debuted.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, guess where the shame is now? Still you.
Originally spotted by Game Informer, these boosts are available in the in-game store and come in two different flavors. One will run players 1,000 Helix points, or $10. That will grant them a permanent 50% increase to all XP. The other costs 1,500 Helix points, or $15, and will give you the added bonus of 50% more money earned. Game Informer reached out to Ubisoft to ask why the boosts called utilities in the store were added to the game after more than a month. Ubisoft responded, "As more and more post-launch content becomes available, we want to give the option to players to advance their progression. Utilities allow players who lack the time to fully explore the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla to be able to acquire the game's best gear, as well as other items by accelerating their progress."
I'll be a living god!
As noted by Kotaku's Stephen Totilo earlier this year, many fans were less than pleased with the introduction of XP boosters to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Some fans found the progression in Odyssey to be a bit of a slog, which some felt was meant to encourage people to shell out the extra dough for the opportunity to permanently raise their XP by 50%. When Assassin's Creed Valhalla launched without a booster system, it seemed that Ubisoft had gotten the message from fans loud and clear. Now it seems as though some gamers are just as annoyed as they were when Odyssey launched. It is strange that Ubisoft would wait a month after the game's launch before releasing boosters for Valhalla. That gap of time suggests that Ubisoft is confident that players don't actually need these boosters to be able to make decent progress through the game's large map, and are only releasing these boosters as an option for customers who would want them. That seems to be the case, as players have been more than capable of completing Valhalla's main story and are already asking questions about where the series may go next. Next up,
you'll be dead within 24 hours.
Whoa! Well, I guess that's within 24 hours.
It has been a rough week for Cyberpunk 2077 developer CD Projekt Red. Fans of the game have also had a less fun week than they expected to, as they attempt to play the game despite its many glitches and bugs. Bad news keeps rolling in for the Witcher 3 developer, and fans' patience is running thin. The bad blood brewing between CD Projekt Red and the players trying to play a faulty game has led Sony to pull Cyberpunk 2077 from its online store, and issue refunds for anyone wanting to get their money back for the nearly unplayable game.
Fine, here's exactly what you paid me.
Thank you!
Sony released a statement on their website to explain. SIE strives to ensure a high level of customer satisfaction. Therefore, we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via PlayStation Store. The statement goes on to reveal that, quote, SIE will also be removing Cyberpunk 2077 from PlayStation Store until further notice.
A crushing blow? Yes. Will I get over it? No.
CD Projekt Red previously released a statement encouraging unsatisfied gamers to request a refund from the individual retailers that sold the game. Issuing refunds for a game that broke records with pre-orders and release day purchases is clearly a complicated task, but Sony has streamlined the process by setting up a special page to request a refund while also preventing prospective players from purchasing the game. Sony's decision to pull Cyberpunk 2077 is somewhat unsurprising, considering the massive amounts of refunds currently being requested by unhappy customers. But it's also rare to remove a game, and especially a AAA game like Cyberpunk 2077, from the PlayStation Store. Considering the hype surrounding the game's release and the massive amount of news generated by that release, this latest development will only further complicate players' feelings about the game they waited so long for.
Party's over, heads.
If you'd like to file for your own PlayStation Store refund, simply go to PlayStation's website, log in with your PSN information, and request a refund. Sony has made the process simple, but fans are, to say the least, upset at this decision, especially considering the 8-year wait for the game to be developed and released.